Welcome to I Summarize, where we tell you the life story of some interesting people. Grab your favorite drinks and let me tell you a story. The mysterious vanishing inventor of cinema, Louis Le Prince's case. Louis Le Prince is the inventor of the first motion picture and has been called the godfather of cinema. Unlike Thomas Edison and the Lumiere brothers, who were famous for their inventions in the field of cinematography, Le Prince had no chance to build or even present his invention. Many people are unaware of his contributions. Because a few days before he organized his commercial exhibition in New York, the inventor mysteriously disappeared. He never made it to the building where the exhibition was held, nor was it ever known what works he had created. On top of that, he had a very important influence after creating a new breakthrough. In 1891, Edison's kinetoscope was officially invented, which was very similar to Le Prince's invention. This was very controversial, especially after Le Prince was not found anywhere over the years. Louis-Aimé Augustin Le Prince was the son of a father who worked in the French armed forces. He was born in Metz, France in 1841, an independent and intelligent child who was often left behind by his father on duty. His youth was spent in the art studio of his father's friend, Jacques Daguerre, an artist and photographer who invented the daguerreotype portrait. While his father was at work, it was Daguerre who filled the role of father to Le Prince. Through Daguerre's influence, his artistic spirit was honed, as was his interest in physics and chemistry. When he had finished school, Le Prince tried to explore subjects that interested him at university. He took painting classes in Paris, then continued his postgraduate education at the University of Leipzig in chemistry. After earning his degree, he was invited by John Whitley to establish a school of fine arts. Le Prince moved to Leeds, where he became known as Augustine to his friends in England, together with Mr. Whitley's daughter Elizabeth Lizzie Whitley, a talented British artist. They founded the Leeds Technical School of Art. The school focused on coloring and firing photographic images. Whilst working together, Lizzie and Le Prince fell in love and decided to marry in 1869. They were known for their expertise in retouching photographs on ceramics and metals. The couple's works were so appreciated that they were called upon to paint portraits of Queen Victoria and Prime Minister William Gladstone. Their image influenced the popularity of their art school. Lizzie is a painstaking art teacher by profession, while Le Prince is a visionary inventor. They both mentored their students to paint panoramas, a painting that was considered very unique at the time. This is how Le Prince got the idea to create a device that could record motion pictures. When he moved to New York, he became interested in the early cinematic world in the 1880s and tried to realize his ideas. At the time, there was a competitive rivalry between inventors such as Thomas Edison and the Lumiere brothers to become the first inventors of motion pictures. Many companies were also competing to be inaugurated as pioneers of motion pictures. Unintentionally, Le Prince got involved in the middle of the competition. Combining his knowledge in art, chemistry, and physics, Le Prince took many experiments to perfect until he finally made a camera with 16 different lenses in 1886. Le Prince filed a legal patent for his invention in America on November 2, 1886, which was approved in 1888. He then received a patent from the UK on November 16, 1888. Although the images captured were not as polished as Le Prince would have wanted, the achievement was a major breakthrough. His other two rivals must have started to feel left behind. In 1888, Le Prince perfected his single-lens camera in his workshop in Leeds. He later used the camera to shoot motion pictures. On October 14, 1888, he used the camera to shoot his first motion picture called Roundhay Garden Scene. The movie, which is only 2.11 seconds long, shows his son playing the accordion and people enjoying their time in a garden. A few years before the Lumiere brothers organized the commercial exhibition of motion pictures and the screening of their first short film in 1895, Le Prince made a second film. Like the title of the movie, Leeds Bridge, this footage shows the busy traffic in Leeds. This second piece of evidence shows that the camera was working properly. In the midst of the exciting news of his first commercial exhibition in New York, Le Prince's mother passed away. He went to Dijon, France to visit his family. He then spent a lot of time with his brother Albert. On September 16, 1890, Albert drove him to the train station to Paris. Le Prince waved to him as the train pulled away. That day he was carrying a suitcase containing his valuable patents. However, Le Prince never made it to Paris. He missed the appointment with his friends, nor did he return to the family home. A search was conducted involving police from Scotland Yard in France. They interviewed passengers who were expected to board the same train as Le Prince. Strangely, no one was aware of his whereabouts. Even though Le Prince has quite interesting characteristics, such as he has a decent height, 6 feet 4 inches, a striking beard, and carries a lot of luggage that looks strange. Still, no one saw him in the same carriage. A few days into the exhibition, Le Prince did not return. The first person who came under suspicion was the last person Le Prince was with, Albert. He was suspected of killing his own brother because he wanted their mother's entire inheritance. However, this speculation was denied by the family. Their relationship before Le Prince disappeared was fine. They were very close and loving siblings, evidence of which was found from his and Albert's letters. During the process of finding Le Prince, Albert did not hesitate to spend a lot of money. Because Le Prince's disappearance coincided with an exhibition and competition to create motion pictures. His family was convinced that Le Prince was kidnapped by one of his colleagues. Lizzie believed that the kidnapper was Thomas Edison, who was known to be selfish and competitive. She also showed a series of proofs that Edison liked to steal patents invented by his employees and claim them as his own. Edison's innovative inventions, such as the light bulb and devices in the world of cinema, were assisted by his employees. He then created the first motion camera similar to Le Prince's camera invention that he would present in his exhibition, making his family even more suspicious of Edison. The family believed in a theory that if Le Prince was recognized as the inventor of motion pictures, Edison would release him alive and well. However, these efforts did not succeed in invalidating Edison's claims. Approximately 1 year later, the court dismissed it, and Le Prince still did not return. His family's theory was wrong. The kidnapping charges involving Edison were also not proven. The family tried to overturn Edison's claim as the inventor of motion pictures in 1891. Le Prince's eldest son, Adolphe, took a year off from his studies at Columbia University to travel the world, looking for solid evidence to testify. In 1898, Adolphe was called by the American Mutoscope Company. He presented undeniable evidence, that of his grandmother, Sarah Whitley, on tape at the Roundhay Garden scene. Adolphe then brought out his grandmother's death certificate, which stated that she had died on October 2004, 1888, meaning that the brief footage was taken before his grandmother died in 1888, before Edison invented his camera and motion pictures. However, these efforts did not succeed in invalidating Edison's claims. Approximately 1 year later, the court dismissed it, and Le Prince still did not return. His family's theory was wrong. The kidnapping charges involving Edison were also not proven. 3 years later, Adolphe was found dead in a suspicious way. While some versions say he died with a gunshot wound in his head, the police claim that he took his own life at the age of 29. Another version says he was beaten to death while duck hunting on New York's Fire Island in 1901. Despite Adolphe's tragic death, theories about Le Prince's disappearance continue to be discussed. One theory claims that Le Prince deliberately disappeared because his business was on the verge of bankruptcy, so that his family could take out his insurance policy and live better. But according to his records, his business was doing well. Le Prince was also suspected to have intended to disappear by using the exhibition to deceive his family. There are also those who believe that he is actually alive and that his own family knows where he lives. Wild theories such as Le Prince actually had a relationship with French journalist Léo Sauvage, which is why he was murdered. People also believe that Le Prince died in Chicago in 1898, according to the records of the director of the Dijon Municipal Library in the 1970s. All of these theories have no conclusive evidence to lead to a definitive answer on Le Prince's whereabouts. He was declared dead by the police in 1897, although his body was never found. Most of his findings went unrecognized, vanishing with the discoverer's existence. But his family and the people of Leeds considered him a local hero. In 1930, a plaque in his memory was placed on the British Waterways building in his memory. A tribute association was formed in France, l'Association des Amis de Le Prince. Several movies and documentaries have also been made about his life, which ended mysteriously. In 2003, as if on cue, a man who drowned in the River Seine bore a resemblance to Le Principe, especially his distinctive mustache and beard. However, many men had similar physical features at the time, and the man's height did not match that of Le Prince. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, please support us by like, comment, and subscribe to this channel.